Idővel elkezdtünk játszani. 23:33. Nem számít. Hello, sziasztok, előtt a Antigész is folytatjuk a Theater World című játékot. Hagytad? Hihetetlen, hát jól töltötte be. Na nézzük.
We've reached HRS-1084, Captain. It's emitting a very weak docking signal. I almost mislabeled it as normal etheric static.
Mit mond? Terror. Bolygó. Karakter. Felszerelés. Kurva, hát ki kell pakolni, nem? Jóska. 130, ma még bírjuk. Itt amúgy mi újság van? Állj vissza, jó. Hogy megyek oda le? Mit mond? Milyen belső? Jár, de én űrajom, te hülye. Fasz. Hülye. Hú, de hülye. Oké. Itt én bementem. Ja. És ez le van zárva. Most megint fel kell valahol így másszak? Ez meg mondtam én, hogy egyszer egy ilyen rákap az ember, mert kurva mászásra. Tehát tudja, hogy lesz még olyan, hogy mászni kell. Tutu. Hi, my name is Vizé. Most itt vagyunk. Öröm nézni, érted, hogy itt van mellettem egy faszagép. Amit azért nem tudok most használni, mert a kedves az a geci fasz. Annyit nem tud leírni, amikor rendez tőle valamit, hogy figyelj már, ne rendelj készpénzes fizetés, vagy ne tette be. El tovább mondani, ha akarom.
attempting to contact you with urgent news. However, communicational functionality was impaired due to the power outage. A UDL vessel has been tracking our position and just recently docked with the station. They are patching into the station's transmission lines now.
I've been waiting for this day since we tagged your ship in Cascadia, Captain. So glad we finally have this opportunity. My ship is docked with 1084. There's no escape. You've been poking your nose into restricted locations. This makes my superiors unhappy. I could peel your ship open like a can of Ford. Sublight? Ugh. I hate it when you outlaws organize. The paperwork for killing you would be the death of me.
Mi?
That's kind of you to ask, but we have a tight schedule. It's open season on trespassers. Squad, I'm ordering a recall. There's a misspelling on orders that ought to be...
The UDL gunship is undocking from the station. They appear...
My dad used to say words have power. You proved them true.
Mit mond? Szóval azt kezdtem el mondani, hogy azért nem tudom használni a gépemet, de azzal nem jelezte azt felé, hogy a 300 000 forint feletti összegben akarok vásárolni készpénzzel, utánvétellel, akkor nem lehet. Érti? Érti, már tudtam volna, akkor úgy rendelem be, utána beszéltem velük, azt mondták, hát biztos már felpanaszoltam, de egyszerűen nem tudom felfogni ezt a fasságot. Szóval megbeszéltem velük, hogy úgy lehet rendelni tőlük, így, úgy, hogy ne halad meg a összeget, ha egy időben akarod megkapni, külön névre kell rendelni. Ha viszont a ráér, akkor egy nap elcsúszással rendeld meg. De viszont ha olyat veszel, amit eleve több bekerül, mint 3 kiló, akkor nem tudom. Akkor szopas. Hogy általáltam, bazd meg. Hát ez egy kicsit vicces volt, nem mindegy. Mi a fasz? Ott olyan valami van. 3. Nem vagy holnap, nem holnap. Mi van ma? Szombat. Nem csak vasárnap, akkor már tudom mondani, akkor holnap nekem megjön a kártya, meg a RAM, úgyhogy... Hát kíváncsi leszek majd, hogy... Nem, hogy milyen lesz az a gép vezető. Nem, most már nekem olyan hangosnak tűnik. Lehet hagyni kellett, majd jöjjenek azok a majmok, és akkor jó, le kellett volna őket hentelni a faszomba. Hát most akkor úgyis azt mondta, hogy... Mit mondott? A hajóra mondott valamit. Már nem emlékszem, vagy nem is érdekelt biztos. Szóval, exit, kijárat, bejárat, ott van. Biztonsági rutinok, rendszerprotokoll, folytat, vissza. Üzenetek, vissza, naplopó, Károly. Charlie, majd a családban, James, tetemtároló.
Job done. We can go home to the ship, right? I've been missing Ada fierce. Hold on a sec. Don't we know Shark Tank from Cascadia?
Visszamehetünk hajóra, mert nagyon hiányzik neki Ada. What? Jaj, nem alszunk? Komám, nem. Kutató maszk. Hú, az jól néz ki. Kutató fuck. Nem maszk. Szerintem igen, végül is mehetünk vissza a hajóra. Itt ugye már nincsen semmi, nem kell átkapcsolni, gondolom semmit. Uh-huh. Mindent feltörünk ezáltal is. Tanulunk. Exit. Jó van, menjünk tényleg, menjünk a hajóhoz, húzunk innen a picsába, ez 1-8 ez a pálya, vagy küldi. Na.
Captain, I wish to offer my commendations for convincing the UDL's gunship to leave HRS-1084. I did not favor the idea of being stripped and sold for parts. Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of assistance? May luck... The groundbreaker has approved our request.
Szétszedjék, hát.
You're free to disembark.
Internal anatomy. De most...
Plenty of smuggling runs, but this thing with the chemicals, gold.
Azt, hogy senkit nem érdekel, aznak, hogy lövöldözök, az így... Egy nagy... Fügyi.
Finally, a base of our own. Soon we'll have eyes on every corner of the system. Well done, Captain. I'll have those dismantled. You can never be too careful when moving into someone else's territory.
Oké.
Aside from the automated security, did you meet any resistance at the station? I knew it. They've been shadowing us since Monarch, maybe even longer. I've been less than honest with you. Your assignments weren't strict. That's right. Up until now, I've kept you in the dark for your protection, and more importantly, mine. But I'd like to think we've earned each other's trust. After the Monarch job, I started connecting the dots. I didn't like the picture. Then what we found at Station 1084 confirmed my fears. You and I have stumbled onto something big. Maybe the worst. Ask yourself why a skeleton crew was studying that Alta Vitae gas in secret. Ask yourself why stockpiles were hidden on a planet full of monsters. Before we go any further, I want you to keep an open mind. Can you do that for me, Captain? Aliens. I'm talking about aliens. They're the ones responsible for the deaths at 1084, and who knows what else. We have to put a stop to it. Hear me out. I'm saying it's aliens. I'm not asking you to like it. I'm not even asking you to believe it. But I need...
Jó.
Well, at least she doesn't expect us to believe it. This doesn't feel at all right, Captain.
The crew is skeptical. That's good. I don't want you walking into the unknown with blindfolds on. I assume you have questions? If we're gonna see this through, I'll need your trust and commitment. Now's the time for conspiracy. One carried out with the help of human collaborators, assuming they have an... This is an invasion of our very cells. That damned gas is mixing our nucleon with halcyon biology to twist us, change us, make us more like those monsters on Monarch. Terrific. That go-getter initiative will carry you far in sublight. Sharing my findings took a calculated risk. If you were a spy, I doubt you'd even realize it. Only your cells would know. Tobias, get my knife. The big one. That was a joke. Ha ha. We each get one. Now, back to business. Dr. Chartrand is the crooked psychopath behind the gas experiments. She sold out her species. Now I need you to put a bullet through her skull.
You don't even want to know why for?
This keycard will get you through the front door of her Byzantium estate. Don't ask how I got it. You might not like the answer. By now, the other side knows what you're doing.
Tudni, hogy miért kitérek el? Megyünk. Nem? De.
CNP to CNP, Borston, baked beans. CNP, CNP, I have...
Biztos jó lett volna leugrok és söré. Már hogy leugrok. De hát igazából addig kell tolni ezeket a küldiket. Amíg közben a zöld és a piros az lenne, ez a melyre küldi, vagy mi a fasz, gyilkosság, igen, az biztos. Ez meg a Mehetünk. Hát most majdnem lekaptam valakit. Na mindegy.
We are now in orbit above Byzantium, Captain.
Can we talk?
Hoppá.
Since we're in Byzantium, there's something I've been meaning to do. I haven't actually talked to my folks in a while. Shocking, right? Anyway, it's probably about time I paid them a visit. Given the dangerous life I lead, they've got to be worried sick. Whoa, let's calm down. I'm not asking for a favor or anything. I'm just suggesting we stop by when we're in the neighborhood. See, I'm originally from Byzantium, born and raised. I know that probably comes as a big surprise.
Hm?
But I worked so hard. I dropped the accent, picked up a swagger, developed a taste for Spacer's Choice. Well, I bet they won't know the difference. I bet they'll barely recognize me. Oh, well, I was thinking you'd come too. Great. And when we get there, draw out your rough edges a bit. If you've got an outfit you haven't washed in a while, maybe one with some blood stains, wear that one. Oh, and help yourself to the good snacks and put your feet on the coffee table. Mother hates that. Just know that I've got plenty more suggestions if you need them. Anything else?
Ó. Ez hülye.
It's not gonna fix itself. This was a repair drone.
Jó, és akkor most hova megyünk először? És most? Most elmegyünk az űrbe?
Why can't something exciting happen around here for once? Nothing is wrong.
Hey, you.
That
Yeah,
would be a
you.
level head.
Want to be
Feeling
famous?
a little off balance? You need a level head.
Kid, you got presence. Natural magnetism. Know what I mean? Tell you what, you're gonna like it a whole lot more once we start talking bits. Listen, you got an agent? Some kind of representation? Fresh, natural talent. I know it when I see it. Listen, you got a real special quality, raw energy. I'm making a feature, Space Pirates of Moros Prime.
pictures.
Already got an entourage, huh? Way to get ahead of the game. So what do you say? You... Terrific. We're holding auditions at the studio.
Hát érted, ide bementek ők. És? Én? Nem. Húha, megyünk tovább.
Anti-Creole special map.
According to local legends, if you walk around the orrery 3 times, your corporate rival will die of a poison.
I think I'd get arrested if I climbed up on that to get a look at the wings.
Meh, probably just shot.
Az baszó néz ki. A nagy paszájával.
I'm afraid I can't come down anymore, my good man. I'd have to request a counter waiver and...
Jó nagy valami ez, de...
You want a punch?
Citizens, today marks a monumentous occasion in the course of Halcyon history. After a deep and thorough examination of our budgets, revenue streams, and predictive models, we are publishing our yearly success report.
What year could each of these homes fit all of it?
Most akkor közel és távol, technika, párbeszéd. Igen. Mondtam, mindent fel tudok tolni 50-esre, aztán majd meglátjuk.
This reminds me of... Oh, never mind.
Mi az, hogy lefele kell menni? Hogy? Hát itt is senki van. Itt egy nagy ház. Ajtó zárva. És azt mutatja, hogy 14 méteresre. Hoppá. Ja, igen, folytatja. Megvan. Helycsere volt, eddig ott állt.
That's top of the line equipment. Better than most hospitals even.
That's far enough. What are you doing here? How did you even get inside?
If anyone ever tries to off me, I hope they do it with the same professional courtesy.
Hagen. I've never heard of her. Is she from the board? Damn it. I knew this would happen. To keep me quiet. But if you didn't know that, I'm guessing they didn't send you. I always assumed they would put a bullet in my head one of these days.
That's a gentle, womanly way of putting it, Captain.
This is utter nonsense. I've never even been to Groundbreaker. What happened to the team? Tell me you didn't move their suspension tanks.
Mi?
Small consolation. My team, the finest minds of their generation, reduced to salvage. We were trying to prove that the colony could survive the crisis bearing down on us.
What are you doing, Doctor? This information is beyond classified.
You can write me up in your report. It hardly matters. I'm researching a new way to feed the colony. The crops we transplanted from Earth don't give us the nutrients we need. Our colonists might not realize it yet, but they're starving. The food we grow here barely sustains human life. The colony won't last under these conditions. So, the board let me approach the problem from a different angle. I believed that I could adapt humans to live on Halcyon's terms. That I could change us. Give us the ability to derive sustenance from the nutrients the food does have. Not for lack of trying. I wanted to save them all, but I wasn't strong enough. I wouldn't allow us to experiment on convicts or the unemployed. It's wrong, no matter what the law says. Everyone agreed. We accepted the risks. I'm desperate. I've already asked all the best institutes on Earth for help. Years ago, we sent a message out on the Cornelius Vanderbilt, but heard nothing back. You came to kill me. I assume that's still on the table. Please don't. If I die, there's no one who can reproduce our work. Every sacrifice will have been for the one on the wanted posters. They say he's an anarchist, a madman, a butcher. I'll do it.
Doctor!
What choice do I have, Commander? If working with Wells is the only way I can save the colony, then I will damn well do it. I need to get out of here. Phineas can contact me when he's ready to work together. For now, I'd better pack up the lab and head somewhere discreet.
Not so fast. Captain, what you just learned is beyond your clearance. Hell, it's beyond mine. Give me one reason why I should let you walk out of here alive. Wrong answer.
Lehet meg kell vesztegetni ezt. kurva anyját.
Performing an area with
Ez miből van, bazd meg? Mi vagy Terminátor? És az? Hagyjál már.
Stop that! What do you think you're doing? Sorry for the misunderstanding.
Amit csak akarok. Tanács hírnév csökkent. Hát úgy látom, mindegy. Mondjuk azért jöttem, hogy megöljem őt, de... Aztán meg átállítottam, és most meg megöltem. Hát faszom. Na mindegy. Akkor az van, hogy napló van és társ.
There's my parents' place. Smell that?
Marilyn, is that you?
Lars, we
certainly didn't expect to see you like this.
And I didn't expect you to renew your marriage contract. But we're all full of surprises today, aren't we? Speaking of surprises, you should meet my new friend. We've been running around the system for a while now, stirring up all sorts of trouble. I don't know what to say. Come on, you're supposed to help me make an impression. Anyway, you're probably wondering where I've been all this time.
Not...
The last few years have been a bloody haze. You wouldn't believe the messes we've gotten ourselves, right? Are you trying to make me look bad?
Marilyn, this really isn't the best time. Perhaps you should go.
I mean, we had other business in Byzantium, so it's not like we went out of our way. But you can't just kick us out. We'll stay as long as we like. And while we're at it, we'll drink your expensive hooch, wear our outside shoes all over your nice... She's right.
That's what we've been trying to tell you, dear, but you must understand. We hadn't heard from you in ages.
We thought you were dead.
I'm not dead. I just never wanted to talk to you again.
I'm afraid the distinction was lost on us, darling.
We only did what any grieving parents in our position would do. We collected on your life insurance policy.
And the payouts have been rather, substantial.
You what?
Of course. And we shall always harbor that joyful secret deep within our hearts.
And you'll report it to the insurance company, right?
It's not that simple. For one thing, we'd have to cut back on so many necessities. The neighbors would be sure to notice.
That's the other problem.
We had to explain your disappearance somehow.
We couldn't very well tell people you'd run off to become a miscreant, could we? The neighbors would talk, and not in a good way.
We concocted a story about Celeste Jollycurl designing a pair of 12-inch heels for you.
One of a kind, naturally.
That led to your tragic death when you tripped and broke your neck.
It was quite the story. People were talking about it for weeks.
Not until I get some answers. Couldn't you have at least made up a better story? Something with pirates or raptidons? And what are you gonna do now that we're here?
Yes, about that. We were just about to ask you to, leave.
Quietly, if you don't mind. She hasn't changed a bit, I see.
That's it? You just want us to disappear now?
Marilyn, please.
Don't cause a scene.
Let's just get out of here, Captain. Fine. I'm gone. Forever this time.
Ezek díszek, egyik ajtó se nyílik. Assza.
How we managed to get Zora and Sanjar in the same room?
Figyelj, mert szúnyoghála van a pofádon. Te szerencsétlen. Na nézzük, akkor az van, hogy mi van? Naplopó. Alatja.
Can you believe those two? We'd hardly been there a minute and they turned us out like yesterday's garbage. I wanted them to get upset. I just thought it would play out differently. They'd both be sitting there watching one of their vapid aetherwave dramas, and then we'd walk in. Mother would drop her mock apple cider, and the glass would shatter all over their overpriced marble. Father would tear off his glasses and blink open-mouthed. Shh, I'm getting to the good part. I'd have a great one-liner in the tube. I was thinking either the leather's fake but the scars are real, or oops, did I just track awesome onto your rug?
Mit szólna ehhez?
Yeah, I'm gonna use that one day. Now, getting back to my story. Father would throw his hands up, because this would be just like me, to come back and make a big scene. Then, Mother would do the old, "You had us worried sick." I just didn't want to get booted out of the house I grew up in like that. It's embarrassing, you know. And I've got a reputation to maintain. Hey, the last thing I want to do is sit around thinking about all this. I want to take action. I want to... Wait a second. What if I could get that money? I could open a new account, designate that account holder as a sole beneficiary. All the payouts would go to me. I'll make money without doing a thing. And I'll get to cut them off. My policy is with the Greater Halcyon Insurance Group. Maybe you could use some of your people skills to help me set up a dummy ben. If that doesn't work, I'm sure we can find one of her. Something on your mind? Things on Monarch have really cooled off. Outside of shouting four-letter words, I mean. Sure, and fish sticks are really made from Saltuna. Look, I won't knock the work you did. I'm sure they'll have a good cry, look through old photographs, share a pint of premium double chocolate cacao gelato. But sooner or later, things will go back to the way they were. Drawn from life, I guess. Anyway, I'd hate to see you get broke. Hey, let's not make this out to be more than it is. Anything else? If there's one thing you could say... Sure, like Ada said, he was a big name among freelance. I met him at Lost Hope once. He was buying round. Pretty sure half of it was made up. Exactly. There was just something about Montoya I couldn't quite trust.
Ó,
He was
hagyjuk
always
már.
the center of a room, and he slapped a lot of backs to stay. Don't get me wrong. Anyone's tolerable when they're paying your tab. I'm trying to say that if he screwed this job up, that's on him. I still like our odds. He may have had a rep, but you're more capable than he ever was. Hey, don't get used to it. What's on your mind? From his arm? The decay makes it hard to tell. Could be a lot of things. Torn off by something with big teeth, torn off... Or maybe... Sure.
Jó. Nagyon jót beszélgettünk. Biztos volt értelme. Találjuk meg. Jó, ott van.
So, how many times have you seen terror on Monarch? Terror on Monarch.
My dear fellow,
Spacer's Choice Target.
The dissidents actually...
Hát mindjárt leszek már. Mondjuk össze lesz pakolva a új gép, akkor az Stalker 2-t is tudom tolni nyugodtan, mert sima göröngy is lesz a dolog. És? Most mi van? Hát te hol?
So, we're just gonna march straight into Byzantium and acquire some rare chemicals right under the board's nose? I sure hope you negotiated for a raise with this Phineas guy. Ever notice how this job gets bigger and more dangerous every time he calls in? He's asking a lot, Captain. Makes me wonder what your angle is. That's one way of looking at it. Another is that he pulled you out of hibernation with... Besides, none of this is your mess, so why go dirtying your hands with it? Guess I hadn't looked at it that way. Still, Phineas isn't your only op. The board's put a bounty on his head, and they've got more than enough bits to pay it. I've got no love for the corporations, but they know how to take care of their people. The ones at the top, anyway. Everyone is. The board just pays the... I know you want to save the day, but don't mention it. Just speaking from experience. Anything else?
Jó. Jup. Hát miért? Le kell menni a föld alá?
Down there, a new ship. Doesn't look like any of the corporate freighters.
Ott a hajóm.
Doing here? And how did they ever get permission to land?
És hogy a pi... Hogy megyek oda le? Tudod, hogy jöttem ide fel? Ennyi. Faszom fog itten. Faszom.
Nice work dispatching Chartrand, Captain. Sublight will be pleased. Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of assistance? May luck...
Most miért megyünk oda?
We're in orbit over Cascadia, Captain.
Nem tudom. Na mindegy, menjünk. Össz. Igen, mehettünk van messzebb is, de...
You seen Arthur today?
Nah,
I see you're still in one piece. However, you never know when that could change. Consider our accidentally torn into tiny fragments coverage. Note that all of your fragments must be recovered and must be smaller than a standard bit cartridge for the payouts to kick in. I remember that one. That's the young socialite who broke her neck, right?
Of course, no one remembers me for the marauders I've killed or the bits I've stolen. Typical.
You can't, of course. Only Miss Fenhill can assign her beneficiaries. And she's dead. If we let every friend, relative, and acquaintance change a policy like... Oh, you mean hypothetically? Well, hypothetically, you'd access the terminal in the back room that contains data on all our policies. And you'd, theoretically, add the beneficiary of your choice. But you wouldn't actually do that, of course. That would be fraud. Of course she is. The paperwork says so.
I like to think she's dead in spirit, but technically, legally, and regretfully, I'm still Marilyn Fenhill.
That's impossible. By all accounts, she was an elegant and classy woman with impossibly fine bone structure. That couldn't possibly be you.
That's gotta be the nicest thing anyone's said to me in a long while.
I'm forbidden from accepting bribes, no matter how tempting. The employee handbook doesn't say anything about that. Very well. I'll need the name of the new beneficiary.
Ellie Fenhill?
If you say so. The payouts will flow exclusively into the new account at the start of the month. I hope Ms. Fenhill enjoys her newfound prosperity.
Can we talk?
You really did it. Give these payouts a few years and I'll be rolling in it. Hey, you did the real work. All I had to do was not be dead. I'm just glad my folks aren't gonna live off that awful story they made up. Maybe now they'll have to go back to real jobs. Sure. You did my job, so here's your fee. Don't make it weird. Even you've got to be in it for the money now and then. Why else would you go through all this trouble? You sure? Because my kind of friends will pick your pocket clean while they're getting hammered with you. You don't have to get all mushy about
Dehogy nem, ezt hagyja ilyen ki.
Still, maybe you've got a point. Maybe it's good to watch someone's back now and then so that one day they watch yours. So, you just keep the money. One of us has to look out for your interests. It's nothing personal. It's just the closest thing I've got to a code. Anyway, enough of the touchy-feelies, huh?
Eli megszerezte a síron túli képességek. Ja, én vagyok. Képességek. Ez mi ez? Hát nekem most már valami olyasmit kellene. Improvizált fegyverek. Hát ez mi a faszom? Jó van, növeljük a kapacitást. Abba baj nem lehet. Képességek. Sejtségek. Na, oké. Feltoljuk ezt is 50-re. Meg hát itt. És akkor azt mondta ő, hogy valamit szereztünk, de mi? Na, akkor is lövedék. Húzzunk innen a pics palacs. Régi jó. Naplopó. Kitűtött autósok kísérleté vissza. Jó. Ó, tényleg, hát mindegy. Most eljöttünk onnan, de lesz meghallgatás, hogy mi a fasz. Oké, hát megyünk a űrhajót. Ja, mert itt szálltam le. Pöcs. Szomszédok. Nem baj, várjuk a hétfőt kurvára. Oda-vissza, itt még nem is voltam, ott sem, meg
We've
ott.
arrived at the groundbreaker.
Örülök ám neki, komám. Az legyen, már látnám, hogy ki lesz a másik kettő, aki jön. Lehet, hogy egyiket a DLC-be fogom megkapni, a másikat meg a másikba. Vagy nem tudom, azok a akármilyen küldök, amik még lesznek itten. Igen, elég baszók voltak azok ottan, akikkel ott küzdöttem, ki is nyíltak a picsába. De hát végén kinyírtam mindenkit, úgy, hogy nem akartam. Még a csajt is megöltem. Hát ez ilyen.
Is it done? Well, well. Looks like someone's due for a promotion. How does Vice President of Aggressive Acquisitions sound to you, contractor? Well, of course. We're a legitimate business, remember? And legitimate businesses have loads of vice presidents. Or so I'm told. Catherine heard I was taking you on full-time and sent along a present of her own. I've had it delivered to your ship.
Okay.
From now on, the board will think twice before fucking with Lilia Hagen, savior of humanity. Don't spend all those bits in one...
I'm not sure we should go telling folks we had anything to do with this.
Well, if there's nothing else, I need to review some applications. Seeing as these days the scrap business all but runs itself. Our field is persuasive acquisitions. Not all of our salvage is abandoned when we find it. Sometimes it... Thank you. I work hard to keep it...
Menjünk innen a picsába, elég volt az ebből ennyi. Faszom, tüszkölök. Nem értem, pedig egyszer gatyába ülök itt az ablak előtt. Az fú befele a hideg. Fú. Hogy lebírtam ugorni egyből? Szű. Azt mondta, ajándéka van, és felrakta a hajóra. Egy bomba.
Didn't I request no more fertilizer shipments be brought on board? Who keeps ordering these?
Hey, Captain. I got a thing I want to ask you. It's kind of big. I was thinking about what you said before.
After we went to the Lost Hope on the Groundbreaker, I reckon you're right. I think I'm ready to stop fretting and fussing and ask Junlei to go steady straight out. And I'm thinking of doing it here, on the ship. I was kind of hoping you'd offer. The thing is, I can't ask her over like this. I mean, look at me. I'm all covered in engine grease and I ain't showered in nigh on a week. Smell like sweat most days and, well, don't look too close to my fingernails. I was thinking, hoping, we could stop by Groundbreaker for bath supplies. Oh, that nice older lady in the rest and go, Miss Gladys? She seemed to know lots of things. Maybe she knows where to find fancy soap. Oh, thanks, but oughtn't a person look special for special times? I mean, what if she leaned close and I... Oh, thanks, Captain. That's a hefty load off my mind. Anyhow, next time we dock in Groundbreaker, let me know. Because I want to come with.
Oké. Jó, ma itt vagyunk. Mondjuk hozhattam még robotot, tényleg, nem a másik csajt. Úgyis lesz. Az úgyis nagy takarító masinérje. Nem tudom, hogy van lehetséges-e úgy cserélni embert, hogy nem jövök be ide. Na, mehetünk. Gyere, komám. Citromos valami. Fürdő szobai kellékek. Ó, bazd meg. Itt nálam én bevásárolok érdekel, aki. Ja, tőle kell. Szevasz, nyújj.
I was just sitting down for tea. I think I got just the thing, my dear. A few years back, Auntie Cleo's put out a home makeover kit, and I snagged a couple for myself. High-grade shampoo and conditioner, scrubby brush, a nice lotion, that sort of thing. I still got 'em, too.
What's the scrubby brush for?
Cleaning around your nails, sweetheart. Gets the engine grease out. Makes your hands soft. Most folk don't got the time. Or bathtubs for such, me included. I'll let you have one on clearance. You want rosish, mock apple and cinnamon, or...
We didn't have anything rosish in Edgewater. I heard it smells real pretty, though.
I'll just wrap that up for you, since it's for a special occasion.
I'll pay for that, ma'am. Thanks for being so helpful.
You're welcome, dear. I found a
Rózsás illat. Na nézzük, akkor 10-es szintű, nem tudom mi. Adjad ide, el is kell. Jó, akkor megvettem a mindent is. Ordlövés, kritikus seb plusz... Aha. De ilyet még nem is használtam, hogy semmit. Na kösz. Beszélj, üzélj.
Groundbreaker's safe from melting to bits now. Lots of good people can rest easy because of you. That's on account of how I never met her. I don't rightly know.
She was in another division of the Spacer's Choice family. She worked in the Vale a few months, sorting the cannery computers. Her contract said any kids she had, expected or not, belonged to her office from the time of conception. I don't know about normal. Dad said she worked under some kind of special contract. It's sensible. Dad just fixed machines. She did some kind of...
Jó. Most mit kell csinálnunk? Beszélünk kell vele. Hát jó, de gondolom a hajón, nem? Menjünk a hajóra. Hey! Hol a hajóm? Ilyen hülye nevű hajót ad meg. Megbízhatatlan. Szavasz, Cuna.
You think I could hire myself out to ships in need someday? It's a shame about what happened to that lucky fella. Maybe finishing what he started? Not a word. And I've been sticking my nose in every one of our stately ladies' crannies. Stem to... Oh, law. That sounds untoward, don't it? That ain't what I meant. Point is, Captain, Mr. Hawthorne left all kinds of script, so whatever they got up to in the past must have been really... Sure thing, Captain. It sure is lonely. Anything could happen. And ain't no one gonna come... I could probably spend years fixing this boat. Stemmed... Oh! Let me see! Ooh, wow. Some kind of flower? Rose-ish. Huh. In her messages, Junlei said her mama used to make... And then for dessert, there's a thing called, there's gotta be some place in Stellar Bay that can bake a casserole. And I heard tell there's a Rizzo's town near... Thanks, Captain. I know I'm asking an awful lot, but I'm sure it's gonna be worth it.
De mi? Hát ez faszom ki van már ezzel. Oké. Társ küldi. Hát és akkor még kell most el? Azt hittem itt kell megvenni, hát hol megyünk? Van egy külön bolygó hozzá? Hogy ne lenne. Hát és vajon hol? Húha. Hoznom kéne inni. Oké. Nagyon jó Áda. Azt írta. Nézd, jó helyre jöttem. 90 méterre van a valami. Nem, ez nem liftje, de...
Hey, hold on there. I gotta sign you in. Don't think I've seen you around. That means you must be new to Stellar Bay. You are new here, right? Well, spit and sulfur. Mr. Sanjar keeps me posted at this landing pad, so I don't hardly... Still, you're here now, and that means I finally get to do this part. On behalf of Monarch Stellar Industries, welcome to Stellar Bay, home of the freshest sal tuna in Halcyon. Aw, don't be like that. I never get to do this part. Please. Hey, easy. Mr. Sandra will be mighty pleased to meet you. If you see him over... Oh, and if you're headed that way, maybe you could do me a favor. I got this Rizzo... Only I haven't heard anything in a while. Thanks to...
Hagyjál engem békén, bazd meg, hát ez nem értem, hogy... Azt, hogy nem ide kell jönni. Megyünk tovább, fog be. Mi a Erre megyünk. De miért? Miért kell most kijönni innen? Basz meg. És erre mi van?
I think I'm gonna be sick. I clean the apartments while everyone's at work. I've seen all sorts of messes like this. If you're going into the apartments, do not go into the lower one on the right. That's where the body is. Now, if...
Whatever you do, don't mention Charles. Never heard the end of it.
Mi van? Nem azt mondta jobb oldali? Ajtó, ne menjünk be.
If you got me something
Oh, sorry, sorry. Just spooked me. I'm sorry.
Body bag dispenser empty. Please replace hot reel before disposing of any corpses.
Hát jó, és ezt most valaki megölte, vagy mi a faszom van itt? Jó. Na nézzük, mit lehet itt. Ó, azt akkor itt már 41-es páncélos, mert 17-es szintű rucik vannak. Legalább nincs negatív hatás. Kitérés van, igen, ott lopakodás nincs. És mind olyan? Nem, de az nem is olyan jó. Jó. Páncél. Ez zene. Oké. Bázd meg nem is... De hogy... Hol a faszomba indultam oda? Ide kell menni, de hogy nem is... Nem nyílik az ajtó. Bazd meg, hát mi a kankós van?
Whoa, by the stars, my poor heart. Most people don't. Besides, this place is enough to try anyone's nerves. Only every day. But in case you haven't noticed, we don't exactly get ships on a regular basis, yours notwithstanding. And even if I did scrape together enough to buy passage, nothing. That's what. Even talking about it has my blood pressure up. I've really got to stop. That was a real popular meal 10, 20 years back, before the board tucked tail and ran. These days, everybody's had a belly full of salt tuna. They all want... I can whip one up for you, but it'll cost. Here's a menu.
Oh, yikes. I can't cover this much, Captain.
You got it. I got all the ingredients. Should only take about an hour in the oven. There we are. Now, if you don't mind, I really need to take a leak.
My belly's gurgling just to smell it, Mr. Raymond. Thank you.
A pleasure.
Oh, gosh. My tongue's rumbling just smelling that casserole.
Igen. És akkor most menni kell a... Nem tudom, ott mi van? Kedvesem torta. Hát milyen hülyeség már ez már megint. Az a papu. Ott szálltam le mellette. És nem azt mutatta először, hogy oda kell menni. És legalábbis én nem figyeltem. Oké, hát torta. A torta el van vetve. Ez szar volt, de jó. Jó napot kívánok! Kurva! Figyelj már te! Hát ha nem állsz elémben, akkor nem lőlök hátba. Mint tegnap a gyerkőc. Hentelem ott a Fortnite-ba embereket, de mindig beállt elém. Azt mondta neked, mondom, hogy így jó. Másodikak lettünk mindig. Mi van?
The dust back casserole Mr. Raymond made smells incredible. Oh, I kind of want to take a little taste. But I'm gonna be strong. Now look how cute these cakes from Cascadia are. Someone even traced little hearts in them. I guess that settles dinner. Thanks for hauling me all over creation, Captain. Well, I was gonna, but then it hit me. I got this nice meal all planned out with music, and I got that soap to scrub up with. I don't have a head for fashion, and I can't really picture myself in something clean and pretty. There's this place I heard of in Byzantium, Jolicoeur's Haberdashery. I bet I could find something nigh on perfect at a place like that. Vicar would say it's the universal equation. I know this is all a little crazy, Captain, but I think it's gotta be this place. I saw the lady who runs it on Aetherway. Thanks, Captain. I know I've been asking a lot, but you help me out every time.
Bizony. Ja, és akkor már szereztünk sütiket is? Ok. Nekem 8. Ez a zene? Jó, és akkor most... Erre kell menni.
Hey Sam, initiate experimental mode, girl talk.
Failed to initiate sequence. Please define girl.
Ó, bazd meg a hajóhoz megyünk. Hát nem tudom, más gondoltam, mindegy.
We are now in orbit above Byzantium, Captain.
Tankol nem kell soha. Mi csak megyünk. Ez most mi? Jön a lift. Aztán akkor az arca. Slalom, bebé, slalom. Hát szerintem oda elmegyek, aztán már pihi van, mert jelzi a szemem ilyenkor kicsit megfáradt.
You with the hips. Don't speak.
Hold that posture for a moment while I admire you. You have a natural contrapposto, my dear. The way you rest your weight against your hip suggests a certain rugged... Your walk, your posture, the cut of your clothes. You carry yourself with the bearing of a noble, but you dress like a barbarian. How deliciously outre. I'm Celeste Jolicoeur, and you, my dear, are exactly what Byzantium needs. I'm an artist, darling, not a tweed merchant. I don't sell things. I pollinate the world with art.
Well, again.
I'm working on a new line of clothing that will shock this... Marvelous! You and I are gonna wake this city up like a cold splash of wine to the face. What I need is a survey of the outside world. What does the common laborer wear? How do the Also, I expect you to model for me. My dear, fashion is a performance art. An outfit without a body is like an instrument without a... I'll need you to model for me the following. The apparel of an iconoclast. And when I say spacer gear, I mean an outfit worn by real spacers. None of that garbage spacer's choice pedals. You have the bearing and demeanor of a born model. I expect you'll cut an exquisite fig. If I were an enterprising... I don't know. Byzantium is fabulous! I can't wait to see what you dredge up.
You don't gotta be so forward about my reasons, Captain.
Let me get a good look at you. Turn around, please, darling. My word. Such muscular shoulders. You're a vision, dear.
I am no such thing, ma'am.
Nonsense. You're absolutely lovely. Chin up now. I have just the thing for you. Let me do a back-of-the-envelope calculation. Materials, labor, licensing and copyright. There. Love? That's the ultimate luxury, darling. Love. Oh, gracious me.
I don't get why that's funny, ma'am.
Oh, my cherub. Who woos for love anymore? That's so... precious. All right, Captain. Here is the absolute best I can do for you. There are some things I simply cannot skimp on, darling. Such a lovely young lady deserves the best. Now stand back. Back! I'll enter the settings and get these machines spinning. You'll be broke to bespoke in... And there we are, my darling girl. I wish you a splendiferous evening. And if you don't mind my asking, have you any interest in modeling?
What? Oh, no, ma'am. All them eyes staring at me? I couldn't. No way, no how. I get scared just thinking on it.
I wish you weren't so shy, my Violet. You truly are beautiful. I hope your date sees that as clearly as... I can't wait. What can I do for you, darling?
Na, faszomat, előbb nem nyílt meg. Ennyi? Hát vannak egész jók. Jó, menjünk innen.
Can you believe this outfit? It's so handsome, I'm almost afraid to touch it. Well, I guess that's everything then. After all this time, I can You know, there's a part Junlei's been looking for to fix up the air cyclers. They only carried them on big colony ships, like the Hope. I know. For a while, it felt like everything I did was a little bit of help. And it meant I didn't have to ask her to be mine. Not yet. Not for real. But next time we dock with Groundbreaker, I'm doing it. I'll send June a message and ask her over. Oh, this is real scary, Captain. I'm grateful for all you've done.
Oké, menjünk a hajóra, és akkor beszéljük meg, és akkor gondolom legyen meg a rendezvous. Akkor menjünk oda. Nem?
We've arrived at the Groundbreaker.
Fogd be.
All right. She's on her way. How do I look? Oh, my hands have finally stopped shaking.
Meg volt a randi? Bazd meg. Most tudom, hogy megyek oda fel. Így.
Anyhow, so I told him, Dad, I'm a big girl now. I don't need your help. I can do it on my own.
What did he say to that?
Have at it then. And he handed me his favorite cushion. He's probably half as tall as I was.
He didn't scold you for talking back to him?
Nah, he was never like that. Captain, it was fine.
Nem azt mondta, hogy beszéljek vele? Most hagyjam el, aztán menjek vissza. Na.
Okay, Captain, she's gone. I'm near about vibrating. I'm so excited. So she got here, and, well, she sneezed. She said, wow, new soap? And I was like, yeah, rose-ish. Turns out it tickled her nose. Oops. And then she just sort of touched my arm real gentle-like and called the cut of my outfit elegant. I couldn't hear the rest on account of my heart was beating so hard. Then I led her into the kitchen. I think she about cried when she saw the spread. She stood stock still and just said, oh, real soft. Oh, and let me tell you, I was sweating. And then she blinked and said, is that dustback casserole? I told her how we got Mr. Raymond to bake it for us, so it was double authentic. Made by a real live... Monarch. Well, we talked a bunch over dinner about the things we learned just through messages, stuff we repaired, how I taught her to salvage, and she taught me to build. When I brung out the sweetheart cakes, June, she got a little teary, said she had a thing she needed to say. But I stopped her because I wanted to say it first. I never felt so bold, Captain. I told her about how she made me feel. Bold like I acted. Strong. Smarter and kinder than I am on my lonesome. I listed all the things I liked about her. And then she pulled out a paper. Anyhow, when she wrapped up, I asked her to be my girlfriend.
And Captain, she said yes! And then she sneezed again. It's all on your account, you know. Imagine if you'd never taken me out of Edgewater. I'd have never met Junlei at all. I don't know nothing about the law or the capital P plan, but you sure changed my life. So, if you don't mind, I'm just gonna head to my cabin and happy scream into my pillow for like an hour.
Ezt a hülye. Ó, nekik most sikítozni a... Elmászik, bazd meg. Oké, hát ennyi volt, kész, elég volt. Meg volt a randi, jó sikerült. Ez egy jó befejezés, innen folytatjuk. Oké, hello, köszi, szia, pá. Ez is összetett volt, nem baj.